Football is one of the most popular sports in the world, so it makes sense for NFT games to include fantasy football. The industry leader for this is Sorare. Today, I am going to help you understand it with a detailed tutorial. So keep your eyes on the screen and pay close attention. Sorare is a blockchain-based fantasy football game, where you can form your very own collection of your favorite players in the form of NFTs. This gives you ownership of player cards. You can then enter teams selected from your collection of players into fantasy tournaments. This is known as the SO5 game element of Sorare. That is because you select 5 players of your choice into a relevant tournament completely free of charge. You also have the possibility to win prizes in the form of Ethereum or additional player cards. On some occasions, fan experiences have also been on offer, such as an all-expenses-paid trip to a La Liga match. The player scoring system is based on the player's real-life performance. The game can be played to suit your preference and football knowledge. Now, I will begin with the tutorial. The first thing you need to do is sign up, which is easy. Head over to the first link in my bio for the right link to sign up. All you need is a valid email address, a username, and a password. The quickest way to do so would be to visit the signing up section on the Sorare website. You will also get a free limited player card and you purchase 5 cards from the auction place. When you make your account, you are allowed to draft in a set of free cards, called common cards. They are whitish gray in color. When you get these cards, you are allowed to use them in something called the Rookie Leagues or the Starter Leagues. Here, you are competing with other new users on the platform. You can use those common cards to try and place as high as possible in the rankings to win other cards. You will see that this is highly contested, and it might help you build a stronger collection. Next, you need to know how to deposit Ethereum to your Sorare wallet. If you already have a MetaMask wallet, then you can simply click on the deposit button in the top right-hand corner of the homepage and connect your wallet to Sorare. You can then freely deposit the amount of your choice. There's another alternative called Ramp. It is a direct tool for depositing money directly into your account through credit or bank transfer. I would recommend this if you are a beginner, as you can connect your wallet later. Next is withdrawing from Sorare. For this, simply click on your Ethereum balance in the top right-hand corner and then click on Withdraw to. An empty box will display, to. If you see that, head over to any crypto wallet you already have that supports Ethereum, copy the wallet address and paste it in the original box, displaying, to. You can just add the amount of Ethereum you wish to withdraw, submit your withdrawal, and then confirm it with your wallet. This will involve entering a password, so keep it handy. You can visit sorarehub.com if you want a more detailed explanation or some FAQs regarding Sorare withdrawals. Now, one of the most important activities is buying cards. As you begin to understand the game, you will slowly form an idea of how you want to play it. To get started, you are going to need some cards to begin with the building of your Sorare collection. There are 2 ways to buy player cards. You can purchase brand new cards that are freshly minted by Sorare through card auctions. Otherwise, you can also get them from other Sorare users in the marketplace through manager sales. Brand new cards are always sold at auctions to give every manager a fair chance to buy any card without private deals. Prices are a good reflection of demand, and Sorare very carefully creates new cards at a rate which reflects that demand. However, please bear in mind that a player can only have a maximum of 1,000 limited, 100 rare, 10 super rare, and a single unique card per season. Many of these cards are held back for prize pools. Next, there's bidding. Card auctions are very simple. Bidding increases at minimum rates of 10% each time. Also, each auction is limited by time. When the clock reaches 0, the highest bidder is the one who wins the card. You should keep some important points in mind for this. Bids made in the final minute reset the clock back to a fresh 60-second countdown. This is to prevent sniping bots to spoil the bids, and it gives users the best chance to get their cards. Auctions happen round the clock all year long. It is not unusual for desirable cards to go live in the middle of the night. Sorare is a global game, and there is no territory that is expected to get special treatment. So, you should stay alert for any auction news, because it can happen even at 4 in the morning. Themed power hours happen every Sunday evening as per European time. They happen sometimes in the middle of the week as well. These designated times see a higher frequency of cards auctioned over periods of 60 minutes. While these power hours are helpful to see high-quality cards released quickly, sometimes the auctions finish with higher prices due to the high volume of users logged in. Next, you should know about your transactions on this platform. One of the great things about buying cards from Sorare auctions is the ability to use a credit or debit card. You can bid and complete a purchase without having to deposit Ethereum into the platform. Losing bids are cancelled at the end of an auction without that money ever being deducted from your card. You can use a fee-free credit or debit card such as Starling or Monzo if you are in the United Kingdom. They offer great value in buying players without having to pay Ethereum fees or depositing funds up front. Sorare does not charge any kind of fee for buying players with Monzo or Starling. If you buy cards on the manager sales market, then you should have an Ethereum wallet linked to your account. You can use credit and debit cards, but Sorare will charge a 10% fee to process the transactions. Now, we will look at selling cards on Sorare. The cards that you own can be placed for sale on the manager sales market at a fixed price of your choice. Some things are important for you to keep in mind when doing this. Be careful with your decimal points when listing cards. There have been some horror stories over the last year of high-value cards going for 10% or even 1% of their true value because of the sales values being entered incorrectly. Please do not rush. Check and then double-check again if you have entered the value you are happy with. Many other cards on the market are probably similar or identical to the one that you are trying to sell. Take a look at the prices at which those cards are being sold before determining your own. If you are looking for a quick sale to raise some funds, then position your card at the lowest price point. Most collectors do not expect to pay full price and buying cards off the secondary market. You are likely to receive offers for your card which may include a substantial discount. Keep this in mind when pricing your card initially, and hold on to how much you genuinely think that card is worth. Do not be pressured into taking a low offer. You can also take a look at third-party data providers to see the sales prices of similar player cards in recent days. You should adjust for Ethereum fluctuations accordingly when arriving at your own valuation. Do not forget that card power or XP level carries a value. Factor this into your pricing expectations. Secondary market card listings run for 48 hours and then automatically expire. You should enable your notification settings so that you can receive offer alerts from interested collectors. Now, I'm moving on to scarcity. Sorare has 5 tiers of card scarcity. Each scarcity level is represented by the color of the card. There's a limit to the number of these cards that can be produced each season. First, you have common cards. I had previously mentioned them as whitish-gray looking cards. There's no limit to common cards as these are given to managers for free when signing up. However, this scarcity of cards cannot be traded at all and will always remain in your collection. Next, there's the limited scarcity. These cards are yellow and gold in color. There's a limit of 1,000 cards of each player that can be produced each season. Therefore, due to the large number of cards being produced, this is the cheapest tier of cards available to purchase. They allow you to enter Division 5 level tournaments. Next, we have rare cards. These are red-looking cards where only 100 of each player can be produced per season. These cards help you gain entry to Division 4 or sometimes 3 level tournaments. Then, you have the super rare scarcity. These are blue cards that only release 10 issues of each player per season. They can be very expensive and give managers entry to Division 3 and 2 level tournaments. Lastly, we have unique cards. Only a single such card of each player is released each season. This is the most expensive tier and grants access to Division 1 tournaments. You will notice very few entrants in these tournaments due to the cost of these special cards. You will also notice that each card has a small percentage below the display of the card in your collection. This denotes the card bonus. When a card is entered into a tournament, they are scored based on their real-life performance. The score is then multiplied by the card bonus to give you a final card score. All 5 card scorers are added together, giving you a total team score within your tournaments. You will see that the card bonus increases with scarcity. To increase this card bonus, you can earn XP on your cards. To do this, you should enter your cards into tournaments. If they do not have a game within that particular game week, you can still enter them into the special training division. Your cards will still earn around 75 XP even if they do not have a game. Tournaments are widely considered to be the most enjoyable part of Sorare. They give you the opportunity to win prizes. The prizes of SO5 tournaments consist of player cards and Ethereum, and are awarded for finishing in certain bands that are established before the tournament begins. You can also play regional leagues, but remember that you can only use players from that region. For example, if you are playing a Japanese league, you can only use Japanese player cards. Also, there is no limit on the number of leagues you can play. So plan your routine accordingly. Of course, I can keep talking about more details, but that will make this video very lengthy. This is more than enough for you to become familiar with Sorare and start your journey. If you are looking for more content on NFT games, you can subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Also, like and share this video if you feel it has done a good job in explaining the topic. I'll see you soon.